Welcome back, folks. Welcome back to another episode of Trucking and Politics. This is Owner Operators Independent Contractor Classification Part 2. That was 4. 2. So, I wanted to revisit this. I have been sick. That's why I have not put out a video in a day or so. Um, I have been meaning to put out videos, but work here is crazy. They're pushing me. I don't want them to push me. Let me close that cabinet. But it is what it is. Um, okay, so getting back to this subject, I right after I did this video, this first video of Biden's independent contractor rule, I started second guessing myself. Some of my fears of that got confirmed in the comment section because a couple of people said that I was giving out false information. I did not know what I was talking about. Don't listen to this guy. He's leading you in the wrong direction. Whatever it was that they said, blah, blah, blah. The haters, I guess. Now, with that being said, when I came up with the name of this channel, Trucking and Politics, I almost knew that there would be controversy in this. Anytime you take a stand on politics, you will separate because your views on politics will come out. There was one lady that just blasted me in the comments, basically saying that I was a Biden hater. That's not exactly what she said, but me and her went back and forth a few times on that. So, anyway, I wrote this down because I wanted to revisit this subject here to do a little clarification. Well, let me just go through this list and explain each one of these things, and then I will get on with this video that I'm wanting to do of part 2. 1, I did this first video, not this one, the first Biden independent contractor video. I did this for clickbait and view count. Absolutely not. 100,000% not. In fact, I have a really, really difficult time deciding what people will watch and what people won't, will not. I have spent hours doing videos and editing and putting in stocks and financials of trucking companies and showing, what is going on with everything, and it gets almost no views. I put in a ton of effort on a video, hours into that video, and I publish it, and it just sits there for days and weeks and will get 200 views. And I think it's a great video. And I think it's just going to, shoot off and have a great audience. And it bombs. And then I'll do a video like this last one about Biden and independent contractors. I was thinking it was going to be another 100, 200 view video. So far, the last I looked, it had 16,000 views. And I'm just looking and going, what? Huh? I don't understand. I can't get it. But it is what it is. I mean, you're going to have misses and you're going to have ones that just dead on the target and what people want to see. I can't control that. I can't control what people are watching, what people are interested in. This video right here may get 30,000 views, or this video might get 100 views and nobody cares about it. I have no idea. All I'm doing is putting videos out there, putting the information out there, being as true to myself and as true to you as I possibly can, and let the cards fall where they may. That's all I can do. I can't go around to 30,000 people and twist their arm and say, watch this video. I can't. It's up to you what happens, not me. So, is it clickbait? No. All of my videos are clickbait. If that's the case, every single one of them. They're all clickbait because I want you to click on all of them. But I can't control it. And people are really hard to figure out. You know, you can come up with a subject, you know. Some people out here will do videos about their dogs. And I have 3 dogs at home and 2 cats. And I love them all the same. They're all the same to me. Well, maybe the one cat I like a little better. But that's besides the subject. That's besides the subject. Anyway. And those dog videos and cat videos, they get millions of views. And I could do a video on my dog, Mo. You know, our German Shepherd Rottweiler mix. I could do a video on her. And I did do one back when it snowed in Arkansas. That was her that was in the thumbnail. Our big girl, Mo. And it got almost no views. I was like, okay, well, people hate dogs then. Or they hate Mo. If you ever met Mo, you'd love her. She's the sweetest dog that ever was. She just wants to play 24 hours a day. I'm getting ready to go to bed at 11 o'clock at night, and she's bringing me a rope or a ball wanting to play. I'm like, I'm going to bed, girl. I ain't going to play. She's a sweetheart. But if I did a channel with nothing but dogs and cats, would it get 1 million views? I don't know. I have no idea. It is what it is, folks. I mean, you either like it, you love it, or you leave it. You know, I want you to stay. I want you to be an audience for me, but I can't make you do it. It is what it is. I mean, there is no such thing as that video being clickbait. Number 2, I'm giving false information. Once again, no. I'm passionate about trucking. I like truck drivers. Are they jerks? Yeah. Are they opinionated? Yeah. Are they very independent? Yeah. My family was truck drivers. I know how truck drivers are. But I don't want to give you false information. I don't. Now, do I get stuff right? Yes. Do I get stuff wrong? Yes. I'm only human. I'm not perfect. I can't be perfect 100% of the time. But I'm not intentionally giving out false information. It's how I see it and what I think that it is. I'm going to step on some toes. I've got friends that I talk to. I say this in almost all of my videos. I have these truck driver group of friends, and we talk on the phone for hours. I say stuff to them that makes them mad. You know, me and one of my friends just the other day, I think yesterday or the day before, got into almost a heated argument. And this is a person that I have known for years, because he was trying to argue with me, saying that his truck gets exactly the same fuel mileage whether he is driving 65 miles an hour, 70 miles an hour, or 75 miles an hour. Doesn't matter. Same fuel mileage, no matter what. And I said, you're full of it. You're absolutely full of it. Your RPM range is different. it's going to get different fuel mileage. Nope, nope, nope. Argued tooth and nail with me. And I said, buddy, you are so wrong. Nope. And we just went back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. So don't take it personally. It's just the way it is with trucking and truck driving and opinions and all of this stuff. I mean, does his truck get the same fuel mileage at 60, 65, 70, 75, no matter what the speed is? His truck gets the same fuel mileage no matter what? I very highly doubt it, but there's a slim possibility that it can, but I don't think so. And that's why I was arguing with them, because I didn't think that was true. I don't want to give out false information. And I think in the end, it was just his opinion. He doesn't want to drive slow, so he doesn't want to think that his truck gets better fuel mileage if you drive slow, because in that rationale thinking, if he admits it, it's true, and I'll have to slow my truck down. So therefore, he denies it. I think that's what it is. And I think that's what a lot of these negative comments are that are coming out about my last video about this subject. If you believe it, then you know it's going to come true. So you deny it, you ignore it, and it goes away. Guess what? Biden is not going to go away. Rules and regulations for trucking is not going to go away. Why do you think I started this channel? To get truck drivers united to fight back against the overpowering rule of the federal government. Duh. Number 3, I just dislike Democrats and liberals. Well, yeah, this is true. I do. I don't hate them. I try not to hate anybody, because hate is a very strong word. And I feel like if you hate, it's like karma. It comes back on you. It doesn't go to that person. It comes back on you. And I try not to hate anyone, but I very strongly disagree with liberals and Democrats, because I think they're turning this into a socialist, Marxist, communist dictatorship country. And it's not what we fought wars for. It's not what we fought the Independence War, the Revolutionary War for. We separated ourselves from England because we didn't want that. And it feels like a lot of the times we have come full circle right back to where we were, to where we're living under that dominating rule again. And my family has a lot of military veterans in it. My dad was a military veteran. I would hate to know that all of these people fought for nothing. You know, millions of people died in vain for us to just go back to the way it was. No. Number 4. Now this one is very serious, extremely serious, so hear me out on this. Old Man 379 did a response video. He really did a good job and did a response video to one of my videos out here. I sincerely appreciate it. I hope you're watching this video. It meant a lot to me. It did. Very serious. I'm very humbled by that you would take the time out to do a video just to glorify my videos. It's very humbling. Okay? So, you did mention something that it was on the tip of your tongue, or you had just looked at it or something, but you could not remember my name. Okay? So, I wanted you to know my name is Wilford Brimley, and I have diabetes. That comes from one of my commenters. It was a nice young lady. And she said, you something, I don't know, you cracked me up or something like this, but you remind me of the diabetes commercial guy, Wilford Brimley. And I'm like, no, I don't want to remind anybody that I look like Wilford Brimley. I hope not. I hope you were joking, Miss Commenter. I sincerely hope you were joking with that. You gave me a really good laugh when I read that. I got up one morning, was reading my comments like I do, and yours was one of the first ones that popped up. And I said, Wilford Brimley? Seriously? No. Hopefully you're just joking and making fun of me and not being serious, because if you really think that, that's going to give me a complex, and I'm going to be thinking I'm going to have to go on a diet here and get like under 100 pounds or something so I don't look like Wilford Brimley. But anyway, thankfully I do not have diabetes, as Wilford Brimley says. He can't pronounce diabetes. He pronounced it diabetes, like he's country folk. I don't know where he's from, but he sounds more Arkansas and country than I do. But anyway, I think he's passed away. But anyway, regardless of that, I do not have diabetes. Thankfully, it does run in my family, but thankfully I've been looked over. But anyway, to be serious about it, my name is David or Dave. Either one, it's the same either way with me. I don't care what you call me. Um, just don't call me some of the names that some of the young people that I used to manage at the grocery store called me, because those were very colorful names that they called me. You had to have thick skin to work around teenagers. Yeah, okay. Number 5, getting back to seriousness, I was misleading because I named owner operators and independent contractors, one in my thumbnail, one in the description or the title of it. That is truly what this video is about. Okay. I don't mean to re-step on toes. I don't really mean to go back into this and create more confusion. Okay. I'm going to put a link down if I can figure out how to do it. Hopefully I can do it. I'm new to YouTube. I don't really know all the ins and outs of all this stuff. I see some people putting it in the video itself. I'm going to have to study on how to do stuff like that, because I don't know how to do it. But I think I can copy and paste and put the link to this guy's video down in the description or the comments or something. I will try to put it in there somehow, so look for that. This guy's channel is called People's Process, I think. Okay. He goes into excruciatingly detailed details about what this is. Even in his thumbnail, I'll try to post his thumbnail right here to the video. he put March 11th on his video as well. So if I'm giving out false information, if I'm misleading, if it's clickbait for me, then it's clickbait for him too. Okay? Now, with that being said, you may watch his video, and hopefully you do, because he does do a great job, way better than anything I could do, for sure. And he gets very technical about it and what this law is. What it basically comes down to is a revision of the Fair Labor Standards Act, is what this video that I'm going to give the link to, this People's Process, that's the key. That is the key to all of this rulemaking, Fair Labor Standards Act, the whole thing. That is the key. Because he said in his video, he is an HR guy, and you've got to listen to him, because he's not talking about truck drivers, he's talking about the law. And he's using himself because he's an HR guy. But he contracts to people that have HR departments. That's what's going on with truck drivers. You are a truck driver, but you're leasing on to a trucking company that has trucks. See the similarities there? What he is saying with this law is the government is wanting to distinguish what is an employee and what is an independent. Now, what I want to say is, it's not me. I think it's the Biden administration and the people out here. They're getting owner-operators and independents totally confused. But there is a gray area in between where you can be an owner-operator but act like an independent. And going back to this last company I had my truck leased onto, they didn't have dispatchers. If you called and said, hey, where's my load? You got nothing. Nothing. They didn't tell you where to go. You got up in the morning. I would do this every day with this company. Grab my phone, pull up DAT, D-A-T, the load board. That's the one that I preferred to use. And I found my own work. I booked my own load with the broker that I chose. You could set up your own accounts with that company. They didn't care where you got your load. You could lease your truck onto Amazon through this company, and Amazon could dispatch you. But here's the key to this. And I'm not meaning to step on any owner-operator's toes out here, but here's the key to this. This guy said in his video, can you separate yourself from this company and still be in business? No. Most owner-operators cannot, because they get their dispatch through the trucking company. Okay? That's the key right there. Because with this company I was leased to, I'm no longer leased to them. I'm no longer an owner-operator. But somebody made in the comments a name of a trucking company, and I will name this trucking company. It is F2F out of Tennessee. They work exactly like this last company I was leased onto. You don't have dispatch. The trucking company has no contracts. They have no customers. They have no basis. And the last company that I worked with worked exactly like this. They had no customer base. They had nothing. Nothing whatsoever. And in fact, they didn't even call themselves a trucking company. They called themselves a trucking service provider. And you working for them were not considered an owner operator. And you were given a 1099 NEC. Somebody put that in the comments. I lost your comment. I don't know if you deleted it. I didn't delete it. I think maybe you deleted it if you're watching this video. But you were asking about a 1099 NEC. An NEC is different than a 1099 because an NEC is a non-employee compensation. It's a 1099 NEC. That's what I was given by this last company. Why? Because I was not considered an employee. They knew AB5 was coming a long time ago. This trucking company knew it way before AB5 ever got passed. Okay? And the owner of this company set it up. He set his trucking company up like this. And you don't book, we don't book your loads. We can help you find a load, but it's up to you if you want it or not. But then they ended that. And they're like, no, we're not even doing that. We're not even going to help you find a load. And there was guys that got mad and quit that company and said, you won't dispatch me. And they said, because we don't, because you're self-dispatched. You are not an employee of this trucking company. You are your own boss. Anyway, I think that's the key. Those people like that, those companies like that, where you self-dispatch, you separate yourself from the company. Okay, these owner-operators out here that get their loads through the trucking company, somebody at that trucking company is booking loads and saying, here's your load. You go down and you deliver this load, and we will find you a backhaul. That right there, I don't think that's going to fly. I don't think that's going to fly anymore. That is an employee because they're finding the loads for you. You can't separate yourself from that company. You cannot financially separate yourself from that company. Now, self-dispatching, self-dispatching, yeah, you can. Because if you don't want to work, you go home. If you want to come back, book you a load and go back. See what I'm saying? You're not connected to them financially. They actually are connected to you as an independent contractor financially because you give them a part of what you book the load for, but you're using their DOT number to work on. I think those companies are going to be safe. And this company that I work for even told us, we have talked to attorneys. We're safe with AB5. We don't fit into them because you're not employees. We don't book your loads. You do it. You do it on your own. And if you don't want to work for us, you just move on. And you'll still be financially independent, just like an independent contractor. But if you get your loads through that company, they tell you what, when, where, and they give you a standard 1099. They have dispatchers. You don't find your own loads. You don't book your own thing. You get your dispatch from the company. They tell you what, when, and where. They may give you a choice. You either take this load or this load, but that's all we have to offer for you. and you're not self-dispatching, you're not independent of it, still I think you're going to have an LLC or an S corp, but you are your own entity. You have your own truck, maybe your own trailer. You self-dispatch. You do your own financials. That way, if you don't want to work for that company, you have everything in place where you can move from that to another self-dispatching company, or you just go directly to being an independent contractor. Now, this video is getting a little long. I'm going to have to probably edit it down a little bit. But with that being said, I think independent contractors are safe from this law. Here's the catcher. You're safe for now. They're not going to stop. These rules and everything, look at Federal Motor Carrier Safety Administration. The director just stepped down and they appointed a new director, and they're still pushing through with these rules against owner operators and independents. They're still pushing through the speed limiters. They're still pushing through with having automated trucks. They're still pushing through with all the safety mechanisms, the lane assist, automatic braking, side detection stuff. Everything is still on the board. They're still pushing through. Like Vivek Ramaswamy said, you cut off the head of the snake, another head just grows on. So, independent contractors that are out there saying, "Oh, I'm safe, I'm good," don't put all of your bets in one basket. Okay? Because if they keep going, the government, the Democrats, the liberals, they keep going, nobody's safe. Nobody. That is why I'm wanting to do this channel. That's why I'm wanting to unite truck drivers. That's why I'm giving out this information. No, I'm not giving out false information. No, I'm not giving out misleading information. I'm sorry if you can't get to where you believe it with what I'm saying, but it is what it is. They want independents and middle class and owner operators to cease to exist. That's what the government wants. And we need to stick together and go against them. I've been saying it ever since day one on this channel. We need to get together, stick together, and push back. Thanks for watching.